It's common after you finished running a marathon to feel a little lost. After spending so much time and energy on a single project, it's common to feel a little unfocused. So here are a few things to consider doing after you run a marathon, both in the short term and the long term, filmed on the run. Consider volunteering for a race. A small army of volunteers just helped you make your race day dreams come true. It's time for you to help somebody else's race day dreams come true. Volunteering for a race not only gives you great running and racing karma, but it makes you a better and more empathetic runner when you see what goes on the other side of race day. Consider hitting the trails, especially if you've never done any trail running before. After months of training runs and hitting specific paces, doing a trail where you can forget your watch at home and just be in nature might be just what you need to invigorate your running. Consider stepping away from running for a little while. Try something new, try a new class at the gym, or take up swimming or biking or some other activity. While you should stay active and keep up the exercise habit, that doesn't have to take the form of running, so take the opportunity to try something new. Do you have a friend or a family member who seemed intrigued by running but was a little intimidated by a marathon? Well, now that you have completed your marathon and you have a little more time on your hands, help them become a runner. Train with them as they work towards their first 5K or as they try to run their first mile. Support them and encourage them in any way you can, but always remember to work with their goals. Their goals might be different than yours, and you are trying to help them. The goal of many first-time marathoners is simply to finish, regardless of what their finish time is. Now that you've done that, try setting a more specific and maybe a more ambitious time goal. Then add in some fartleks, some speed work, some track work, work on your speed, work on your cadence, and try to meet that more ambitious time goal. Especially if your marathon was flat, try going hilly. Whether it's a hilly road half marathon or a trail 5K, training for and running a race with a lot of hills and a lot of elevation gain is an entirely different challenge. Now that you've finished a marathon, consider if you want to add to that challenge by running even farther and running an ultramarathon. An ultramarathon is defined as anything longer than 26.2 miles. And while they aren't for everybody, they can be an interesting training challenge. I did the Disney World Goofy Challenge, where you do the half marathon on Saturday and the full marathon on Sunday. The first year it was offered in 2006. I thought at the time I'd better do that challenge right away because there is no way this multiple race thing is going to take off and it's going to be gone the next year. I was completely wrong. Multiple race challenges have taken off, and now it's rare to find a race that doesn't have some sort of multiple race component. Whether it's doing multiple races on one day or on consecutive days, there are endless combinations of 5K, 10K, half marathon, and marathon challenges to do. And these multiple back-to-back races create interesting training and recovery challenges. Now that you've completed your marathon, what's next? The sky's the limit. You have proven that you have the time, the ability, and the dedication to do amazing and amazingly difficult things when you put your mind to it. So put your mind to whatever you want to do next. Break out your bucket list. Consider what your heart desires you accomplish most. Make a plan and go at it with the same dedication that you just went at your marathon training, and amazing things will happen.